Bilahi in Assamese, and one idea struck me. Why not make this as a recipe, the perfectly Assamese cuisine of Laur and Bilahi or Gourd fish curry with baby tomatoes. So welcome back to my channel, and I would like to present before you this beautifully tangy and yummy Assamese dish. Okay, for that what I've done is that I've taken 4 pieces of fish. This is rohu fish. You can take any variety of fish, and I have fried them little, not fully, in a mixture of turmeric, salt, and I've done the entire frying in mustard oil. And here I have taken one small this is a potato, which I have cut into, diced out this size, and I have fried, just lightly fried again in the same oil in which I had fried the pieces of fish there. I have here some bilahi or baby tomatoes there, which is the main ingredient of this recipe. And of course, I need around this size of gourd, or this is Laur, which I have shredded or grinded in the fine pieces. We have to be very careful. We have to do this very early as possible when after grinding, because it catches this oxygen in the air and turns a little dark brown in a way, this way, blackish sort of thing, right? So one more thing we need is a basic ingredient, alright, is that just one spice. It's a fenugreek, or what we call methi seeds in Assamese, or methi dana, right? And of course we need some turmeric and salt. So basic ingredients, and yet a preparation for one of the most yummy dishes ever. So let's get cooking. So this is the same oil in which I had fried firstly my fish there, and then the pieces of potato. So it's like already spiced with the flavor of the fish. Now I'm putting just some fenugreek. I avoid putting too much of fenugreek, and before it burns I'm going to put in these baby. Now I just put in the amount of haldi or the turmeric that I actually need in the entire dish, but you may not put in too much of haldi there or turmeric, because the color of the bilahi or the baby tomatoes will give beautifully light orange plus the turmeric color, and will be a nice and yummy color that will tempt you to eat the dish there. So we are avoiding too much of haldi there in my dish now. And in order to fasten up the process, I have to put in, of course, some salt there. So we'll put in some salt. So I'm approximately putting in the amount of salt that I will need in my dish, the entire curry. So I'm sorry about that, the entire curry. So that way I have put enough salt, and the salt will really quicken up the process, apart from my tempering with the whole thing and trying to break down the bilahi fully as I am doing it. This will take some time, so full heat there, and I'm going to keep frying it. So when we talk about Assamese cuisine, I guess if you have gone through my recipes, most of them are tangy, right? And most of them use the minimum of spices, just the fenugreek and the haldi might be, and some jeera or cumin and coriander, and might be of course the coriander leaves at the end, which will top most of our Assamese cuisine. Now that way it's healthy. It's too healthy. In fact, we do not use many spices, and you know what? It's something that can be done with the minimal of ingredients there. So we'll fry like this for quite some time till we have the oil oozing out a bit, and the entire tomatoes are smashed properly, and they are ready to accept the Laur, or what we call gourd there in English. As you can see, we have oil oozing out from the sides of the tomato, or the bilahi, the baby tomato. And now is the time when I put in my the lauki or the gourd. See, it has already caught the oxygen in the air, making it a little discolored, but therefore we need to really work it out very, very fast, and of course put in all the potatoes as well, and give it a nice mix there. Yes. And this is one of the favorite in my house also. And normally I make it when I do not want to work much in the kitchen, and I just need something that will keep it moving. I keep it covered now, lower the flame and let it be cooking for around 3-4 minutes, so that the gourd really breaks down and really melts with the tomatoes or the corn bilahi. Meanwhile, I'll keep my water boiling. I'll need a lot of water, and when I put in the piece of fish, it really needs to boil properly. You know, sometimes what I do is that I boil and boil for 7 or 8 minutes, and then when it reduces, again I put in the second batch of water. The second time I put in the water, which will again boil. So therefore the juices of the fish will go into the entire curry and make it yummy. Whenever we talk about cooking, it needs time and it needs patience. But when the whole family enjoys it, then you love it. Okay, this has been cooking for 4-5 minutes now. See, they've merged into one another, and we can see that the gourd has also melted and then almost mixed up with the beautiful color that we have, shows that it's really, you know, cooked well. So let me talk about the potatoes. Yes, beautifully done up. Now is the perfect time to put in hot boiling water. So I'm putting in boiling water, quite a lot, right? Because I want the flavors to merge into each other. Almost 4 cups of it, more than that. Yes, and put in the 3 pieces of fish there. Okay, and a little salt. The color shows it needs a little salt. So just a little salt that I spread around, and then put it on high and cover it up and let it boil for, say, almost 10-11 minutes on high. Of course, in between you can stir. Now this has been boiling for, look at the color. It's beautiful there, the color. It's been boiling for almost 10-12 minutes now. So all I can do is that the next thing to make it more yummier is to smash the potatoes a bit. Not all of them, but some of them, so that will make the gravy thicker. But if we can just have this and steam rice, in fact. But I guess the color says that we need to put a little bit of salt. Now whenever you're talking about the amount of salt that you have in a dish, the color brightens up when you add the salt that is needed. Here, this is a little, dull, the color. So when I add the salt, you can see the change in color. So I put in the amount of salt there. Now it's like magic, you just check out. Immediately the color will be beautifully, see, bright. Can you see the bright there? Because the salt, the moment you add the amount needed, will change the color of the curry. It's like heaven. It's like really heaven. When you have minimal of ingredients, but you want a curry that is so yummy that you don't need anything else, right? So we just have fish, we have gourd, and we have baby tomatoes, and we have our curry ready. In fact, this is the consistency I want. I do not want it very, very thick, because it's going to go, in place of dal, right? So we don't have any dal, so we're going to have this now. Like say today, if we avoid any dal, this is what will serve the purpose of dal. So I do not want to make it very, very thick. So it's a liquidy, it's a tangy thing. I don't need any more. The tanginess with the corn bilahis or the baby tomatoes, the tanginess has a sort of sweet flavor to it. So that's the difference between lemon, the juice of the lemon, and the tanginess of the juice of the lemon, and the tanginess of the baby tomatoes or the corn bilahi. So let's dish it out and have the beautiful green coriander leaves on top, tempting you to try it out. So this is my dish for you, corn bilahi or Laur, Logot, Masor, Anja. You can imagine how beautifully tangy it is. Tomatoes, baby tomatoes and gourd with fish curry, and then do try it out. This Assamese recipe is going to really leave you licking your fingers. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Do give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.